everybody, I am Jedi Jack Penguin and welcome back to another LEGO Creator 3-in-1 review. So today we're going to be looking at set number 31006, Highway Speedster. This set includes 286 pieces and originally retailed for $24.99 back in January of 2013. Now unfortunately I don't have the original box for this set anymore, though I do have the instructions so we can take a quick peek at those to see the three alternate builds first. So within this set we get three different instruction manuals, one per different alternate model. This first one is for the main set here, the Highway Speedster. Next we have the classic racing car. And lastly we have the tow truck. I'll be doing these in somewhat of a random order. I already recorded the builds for each of these. Now when it comes to the back of each of these instructions, we don't really have anything special. We have the final overall model there. We have a quick LEGO Club advertisement leading to the final overall model. And then lastly, we just have our win guy leading to some advertisements for the city sets and the other creator sets at the time period, which I don't think I own too many of those. And then our piece count for 2 pages leading to the final overall model for the final and main model of this particular set. So yeah, that's all for the instructions. So let's just get right into those alternate builds. Starting off our look at the 3 different models with the tow truck. This is probably the one I was least excited to build. We get a number of extra pieces here that you can use on the other models. Looking at the overall design, we keep that full white and black, and a little bit of yellow I think adds a little bit of a difference to this particular vehicle. You can see that we have some mirrors from the side using those translucent studs. I don't know why they used that, because those would typically go the other way for lights, I suppose. We also get the lights from the front and also the little flashers using the translucent orange. I like the front of the car, it looks really nice, and I also really like how they did the entire windshield situation here, where we have a clip piece connection in order to connect this windshield the opposite way. We also get some of these panel pieces in translucent black, really like getting those. You can see the studs showing from the very back. I don't like that. I would have liked to see that covered up, but it's fine. Of course, because this is a tow truck, you get the towing mechanism, which uses a bunch of Technic pieces. I don't like how the pin pieces are exposed. That's one thing that I would certainly change about this overall design. But other than that, we do get the actual towing mechanism over here, which I honestly don't think this works very great, to be completely honest. It does get stuck when you just look at the instructions. This is how you build it. I don't know why. It's just very, very weird in my opinion, though I'm just going to keep it like that. And of course, the other builds are a lot more desirable. You can see that we get some tail lights from the back, and also just the license plate, or what would be the license plate represented by that great piece. Within the interior, which you do have to remove this top part in order to access, it does break it up a little bit because you aren't actually supposed to remove the top of this car, unfortunately. You can see that we get a steering wheel, which you'll also see within the other different vehicles, and we also use those tan pieces there as the seats. And as with any other car design, you get some wheels on the bottom. You can make it go back and forth on the table. Looking at the second build for this set, we have the classic racing car, which also comes with a number of extra pieces for the other alternate builds. Overall, I think that this one turned out fine. I mean, there's a lot of building on the side. I like the color scheme of the little bit of red added with the white. I think that works very well. We again get this tan for the seating area, and you get a steering wheel. You can put a minifigure in here, I'm pretty sure. A minifigure should be able to fit. Just tossing one from nearby, we have Mickey Mouse. I think that works. Minifigure scale, kinda, it works. We also get a little bit of a windshield using that translucent piece there. You have some of the engine bits from the side using those studs. You can see the front and the back of the car, and you also get the little lights from the front. And of course, we have some wheels, which also have some cover-ups, which we'll also see within the actual final build that we're going to look at next. And as a car, you can roll this back and forth as you see please. And for our final build included in this set, we have the Highway Speedster, which is a really nice build. This was obviously the one that I had built from the start when I originally bought this set. It uses up pretty much all of the pieces except for these 4 Technic cover-ups here, which is something that I can just toss in the backlog of my parts, compared to a lot of the other builds in here where we get so many extra parts that I don't know what to do with them. So this is definitely the build that you want to keep as the main build at the end of the day, because the other 2 just really aren't too desirable anyways, at least in my opinion. So getting right into the overall design, we have the same color scheme as the other vehicles in this set, that being the white with a little bit of black, a little bit of red here and there. Another thing that we don't see on the other builds in this set are these little cover-ups for the tires, which I think is really cool that we get this extra little special feature here for this particular car. Not 100% sure if those come in any other sets or not, but I mean, it's still pretty cool to see within this one. We get the front headlights there. You can take a look from the front as well. A lot of building on the side, a lot of slope pieces and tile pieces just to get a lot of the angles done. We also get some side car doors, which you can easily lift up with that clip piece connection, so you can actually probably put a minifigure in here, though of course they might be a little too short to actually sit unless you remove the very top piece, which all you gotta do for that is actually lift up those 2, and then you lift up this, and there you go, you get the interior view. We have the same sort of seating design with those tile pieces in tan. And we also get a steering wheel there, which is also slightly adjustable with that clip piece connection. You can toss this all back on top. Really like the building techniques to accomplish the top of the car. I wish that we would have seen some windows from the side, though of course those really aren't necessary. We also have a trunk from the very back, or at least you can view like the engine in the trunk area there, which I think is interesting. You can open and close that using some Technic connections, which you can't really see too well. You also get this little red bit from the back, which I think is nice. I would have liked to see that be a little bit longer for this kind of like racing car. We also get the back headlights there, and also just some more of the engine details from the very bottom. So yeah, that's really all that I have to say for this build. Here's a look at the bottom of the car there, where you can see the Technic axles there that run through the wheels, and also just the main foundation kind of for this particular vehicle, so you can just roll it into action. So overall, for $25, is this set worth it? I mean, back in the day, if you bought this to build this as the final overall model, I think you got your money's worth. It's a pretty nice car build in my opinion. You get some pretty nice details. You can't fit minifigures in there, which is a bummer, but I mean, it is what it is. As for the 2 other builds included in here, the tow truck I thought was really nice, though there were some confusing details about that particular build. If I had to say any of the other alternate builds were really great, I'd have to say the classic racing car was definitely my favorite. You get a lot of really nice pieces in this set, and if anything, this is something that I would typically just part out into my collection if I wasn't going to resell it online. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say for this video. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below, what your thoughts are on this set. Also remember to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so every time I upload a new video. So yeah, that's it for now, and I will see you next time. Bye!